this is Eric Day from ACS Learning Hub. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to share with you my experience before you learn the lesson. So in this week video, I'm going to share with you what are the stages of trading chart. Okay, so what do I mean by the stages of trading chart? So first of all, it will come back into my past experience that I have learned certain strategy that I'm starting to trade. When I'm starting to trade and I make some profit, and guess what? I determine and I assure myself that this is the strategy that's going to make me a profitable trader. Well, so end of the day, I started to have some profit, and then I started to make some profit here and there. Then you know what? I started to tell myself, all right, and this is the strategy that I'm going to make profit in every currency in all times of trading. But along the way, sometimes I find that the strategy works. Sometimes I find that the strategy don't work. Funny, right? Okay, so why is that so? In my past experience, when I say example, the most popular, the retail trader will be using the strategy of support and resistance, correct? Support and resistance is a very common strategy that we are using because support and resistance always tell us where the price will stop and start selling from the resistance, or where the price will start to rebound from the support. Am I right? Okay. Support and resistance, it actually gives us a good probability, okay, and also tell a lot of retail trader about how are we going to trade in this volatile market, and where are the points that I should enter and where are the points that where I should exit. Well, that is very true. But again, my mistake over here in the past when I'm using example support and resistance, sometimes I make profit, sometimes I don't make profit. So why is that so? Then I realized there are certain parts of the chart that can be very boring. You have to wait, and you have to wait, and you have to wait, correct? And there are certain parts of the chart is very aggressive that the moment when you enter a trade, within minutes or within seconds, it's just zoom down to your profit if you are selling. Am I right to say that? Okay. So the thing is that when I start trading using one strategy, and I thought one strategy will fight everything. So when the price goes to the peak, I use the same strategy. When the price goes to the deep bottom, I also use the same strategy. So in the end, sometimes I make profit, sometimes I don't make profit. Sometimes I feel so boring, sometimes I feel very aggressive, very exciting. Yes, correct. So I believe you have the same feel. So over here, what I'm trying to tell you, in Forex trading, if you're looking at the chart, in your trading view, you are looking at the chart, sometimes you will find that it's very boring is because there may be some consolidation in the market. So we need to pay more patience. But at that point of time, I don't have patience. I only know making money is my goal. Am I right? So, end of the day, I am very impatient that I just, okay, support. I start to buy. Resistance, I start to sell. But in the end, it hover around, and going sideways, and I'm getting impatient. I just cut the trade, and finally it goes to my TP. Okay, so in the end, it triggers my aggressiveness to chase a trade. But who knows? I chased a selling trade at the support, then it went up again. So you see, that is the mistake. So I would like to share with all of you over here is that one strategy, it will not work throughout the whole entire journey of buying in the bullish market and the bearish market. Because at certain parts of the market, it can be very boring. For example, when you are facing with consolidation, sideways, so what are the strategy you should be applying at that stage? That is the key. Different strategy applies in different stages of the journey in the Forex chart. When it flows in the bullish market in the beginning, what are the strategy that you should be using? And when it started to run in the very bullish trend, what are the strategies that you should be using again? And when it comes to the peak, is that a peak? There's no peak, correct? There's no peak in the market. Every time people tell me there's always a peak of the market, I will tell them the peak will break out again, it will break out again, the peak always break out and always break out. Well, when people tell me that there's a peak, because I don't believe that, because in the past I always told myself there's always a peak, am I right? But there's always a time it will also break out and break out and break out, correct? Okay, so in every stages we have different strategy to use to fit into that particular stage in order for us to grab a profit or to lose at the minimum losses, to cut a loss at the minimum losses. Do you know that taking profit, in order to take a profit, you need strategy to enter a trade. In order to minimize your losses, you also need a strategy to minimize the losses. So it doesn't mean that, okay, I don't care whichever part when I enter a trade as a retail trader or probably a gambler, okay? So when I enter a trade, I want 1,000 pips and I only want 20 pips losses. Oh, that's a fantastic risk management, and this strategy will work fantastically for me. No, marvelous plus fantastic equal to marvelous. Well, I would say maybe. Well, no. That was my thoughts in the past, which I always make mistake and lose a lot of money. Okay, so I lose a lot of money, and this is something that something very bad. So in the end, I realized that stages are very important. You got to understand the stages of the trend. If it's a bullish, let's say it's a bullish market, the beginning of the bull, when it started to run, what are the strategy you should be applying? When the bull has started to run, okay, so you have to apply some certain things. For example, when the bull started to turn, to run, okay, that's a starting point. Did you realize what are the trading pattern, candlestick pattern, okay, that actually gives you the signal that the trend is reversing from the bear into the bull? When the bull is running, did you realize that in the chart, is it a trending market which actually creates a higher high, and what are the strategy that you should be applied to enter a trade? Well, if it's actually going up and going up to break the previous resistance, breaking the previous resistance again and again, what are the signal you are looking out for? Reversal into the bear market once again. So let's put it a very simple 3-step. Okay, the beginning from the bear turning to the bull. What are the strategy? What are the things that you have to identify the reversal of the trend? Okay, so when it started to run, it's entering into the trending market that is so bullish. What are the signals that you'll be looking at? Example, higher high, breaking of resistance. So what are the points that you should be looking at to break all the resistance to enter for a trade? The last step, the last stage over here will be, what are the signals that this is going to turn down into a bear trend? So you cannot be blindly buying, keep going up, am I right? So you have to look out for a point where it started to turn down as a bear trend. So this is very important. So you see, if I'm going to use one single strategy from the beginning of the turning into the bull, all the way to trending, all the way to reversal, do you think that works? That don't work, am I right? So you have to identify the stages in the journey, so that you know which are the strategies is good to apply in that particular stage, so that you will be able to grab the maximum profits for that stage and minimize your losses if you make a wrong choice. Okay, all right. So this is very important in trading. This is what I have made in the past, the mistake that I have made in the past. One strategy works for all, which is not true at all. All right, okay. So guys, I hope you like this video. For my sharing over here, if you like this video, remember to click the like button, subscribe, and also ring up the bell. This will be a very, very good reward for me. All right. Thank you so much, guys. So this is everything from ACS Learning Hub. I shall see you again next week. Thank you so much. See you.